Wake up, not just from your sleep. Wake up from your excuses. Wake up from your doubts. Wake up from the story you've been telling yourself. That you're too tired, that you're too broken, that you're too late. You are not. You are alive, and that is enough to begin. That is reason enough to rise before the sun. People ask, why do successful people wake up early? The answer is not in the morning, it is in the discipline. It's not about the hour, it's about the intention. They don't wake up early because it's easy. They wake up early because their dreams won't let them sleep. They rise with purpose. While others are dreaming, they are doing. While others are resting, they are rising. Every morning is a blank page, and the pen is in your hands. The question is, will you write your story, or will you let someone else write it for you? I was told you can't. I was told you won't. But I decided to wake up, to rise, to fight. And I discovered mornings are not just for waking up. Mornings are for making a move. Look around you. The world is still asleep, but your fire doesn't wait. Your calling doesn't wait. Your time is now. Successful people aren't born different. They become different by choosing differently. They choose the discomfort of discipline over the ease of delay. When the alarm rings, it is not a sound, it is a call, a whisper that says, today you can be more. Today you can begin again. And what do most people do? They press snooze. They say, later. But later is the cousin of never. And you deserve better than never. Early mornings are not about time. They are about silence, about peace, about you and your dreams. No distractions, no noise, just you and the life you are building. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Show up for yourself, for your dreams, for the life you say you want. I've seen pain. I've lived through storms, but I've also seen what happens when you show up for yourself. Successful people don't wait for motivation. They wake up and create it. They understand that the world gives to those who move. Think of your role models. Think of those you admire. Do you think they slept through their greatness, or did they rise with it? Early morning is your time to think, to plan, to build. It's not just about working out. It's not just about emails. It's about reconnecting with your why. Why are you here? Why do you wake up? What makes you burn inside? And if you don't know yet, wake up early enough. You might just find it. Success isn't found in comfort, it's found in consistency. And the most consistent moment of your day is your morning. Get up before the noise, before the world tells you who you are. Define yourself first. Be the author of your morning, and the world will read your success. But it starts with the decision to rise, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. I've had mornings I didn't want to face, but I faced them. Not because I was strong, but because I chose not to be weak. I chose to show up. And that's what you must do. Choose to show up. Your life is waiting for you. But it won't wait forever. Opportunities don't knock, they whisper, and only those who are awake can hear them. You want to win? Then start with a win in the morning. Get out of bed when it's hardest, and you've already beaten half the world. You think waking up early is about being busy? No, it's about being aware. Aware of your power, aware of your choices, aware that every day is a gift. What are you doing with that gift? What are you building? The world tells you to sleep. The dream tells you to wake up. Do you hear it? The dream calling your name? It says, come build me, come become me, but only if you wake up. And when you do, you'll notice something magical. The sun doesn't rise for the sky, it rises for the soul who is ready, ready to shine, ready to lead, ready to change. You are not lazy, you are not unmotivated, you are uninspired, and inspiration is found in motion. So move, move before the world does. Move before doubt wakes up. Move before fear finds you. The earlier you rise, the louder your dreams become, and one day, the world will call you successful. But you'll know the truth. You were successful. The moment you chose to rise, It's not about waking up early, it's about waking up with meaning. That's why successful people wake up early, because they know time is life, and they will not waste it sleeping. What are you doing with your morning? What are you doing with your life? Don't sleep on your purpose. Don't hit snooze on your calling. Don't wait for motivation. Be your own motivation. Open your eyes. Look at your reflection. Say to yourself, I will rise. I will grow. I will succeed. The clock is ticking, not just on your day, but on your dreams. If you want a different life, you must do what most won't. And most people won't rise early. Most people wait for permission. But successful people give themselves permission. Permission to begin. Permission to fail. Permission to rise again. What if I told you that the first hour of your day is the foundation of your future? That your morning mindset builds your destiny? That it's not about time, it's about transformation. Rise before the world does, not for noise, but for clarity, for silence, for your soul. In that stillness, you will meet yourself, the version of you that you've buried beneath doubt. But she's still there, he's still there, waiting for you to wake up. It's easy to sleep, it's easy to scroll, it's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow, but it's also easy to choose different, to rise once, then again, until it becomes who you are. Discipline is not punishment, it's self-love. It's telling yourself, I believe in you enough to show up, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. They say the early bird gets the worm, but more than the worm, the early bird gets the wisdom, the stillness, the strength. Wake up early and write your goals. Move your body, feed your soul. Reflect on your purpose. Most people don't change their lives because they don't change their mornings. They react instead of create. But you are different. You are not here to exist. You are here to elevate. You are not here to survive. You are here to shine. And the glow doesn't come from comfort, it comes from commitment. Commitment to your growth, commitment to your dreams. So tomorrow morning, when the bed whispers comfort, remind yourself of your why, of your purpose, of the life you are building. Sleep won't build your future, action will. And it begins with how you start your day. The 5 a.m. version of you is the most powerful. She doesn't scroll, he doesn't doubt. They just rise and begin. Do you know who you are at 5 a.m.? Go meet that person. Go shake hands with greatness. It's waiting, just on the other side of the snooze button. You won't always feel motivated, but you can always choose momentum. Get up, drink water, breathe in power, speak gratitude, begin. Your future self is watching, and they're cheering you on. They are whispering, thank you for not giving up on me. The sun always rises, and so can you. The morning sky holds your reflection. It's asking, will you rise with me today? Successful people aren't born early risers. They become them through effort, through choice, through repetition. What are you repeating daily? What habits are shaping your hours? Because hours shape days, and days shape decades. Some people say, I'm not a morning person, but I say, you are a purpose person. And purpose doesn't need perfect timing. It needs bold decision. It needs you awake, alive, aligned. You're not behind. You're just beginning. And every beginning starts with a choice. Set the alarm tonight, not for punishment, but for promise. Promise yourself that you'll rise, even if you don't want to, even if it's dark, even if it's hard, because the hardest things birth the greatest versions of you. That quiet morning hour, it holds miracles. It holds the power to change everything. What if today was the day you began again, the day you chose differently? Your morning can be your turning point, your beginning, your breakthrough. Successful people wake up early because they've realized the first step towards success happens before the world sees it. It's the hidden work, the unseen grind, the sacred ritual of rising. They rise early because time is precious, Because dreams aren't built in delay, they're built in decision. And every early morning is a decision to lead, to grow, to show up. You want change? Change your habits, change your hours, change your story. Start by saying, I will not waste another sunrise. I will rise with it, and I will rise because of it. That is where success lives, not in noise, not in rush, but in quiet courage. Courage to start again, courage to be different, courage to rise before anyone believes. Believe in yourself before they do. Show the world what's possible. And every time you wake early, remember this: you are not just rising from sleep. You are rising into power, into truth, into potential. One morning at a time, one step at a time, one dream at a time. The morning isn't just the beginning of your day, it's the beginning of your transformation. So protect it, guard it, use it wisely. Because when you own your morning, you own your life. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more sleepwalking through life. This is your wake-up call. This is your reminder. This is your moment to rise, to run, to rebuild. You see them now. Successful, calm, confident. But you didn't see them at 4:45 a.m. when their eyes were tired. But their heart was on fire when they chose to rise instead of roll over. You didn't see the first step, when no one clapped, when no one believed, when the only applause was their own heartbeat saying, keep going. That's the price of success. It's paid in mornings, it's paid in solitude, in sweat, in silence, no spotlight, no audience, just a decision. To say yes to greatness and no to comfort. You don't need a miracle, you need a morning. One where you choose discipline over delay, purpose over pleasure. The world doesn't owe you success, but the morning offers you a chance every single day. What will you do with it? Will you give your dreams the first hour of your day, or the leftover minutes after distractions have drained you? You want to lead? Then rise before the crowd. While they're sleeping, you're preparing. While they're stalling, you're moving. While they're wishing, you're working. That's the difference. Not talent, not luck, just discipline. The world is full of dreamers, but few become doers, because doing starts early, before the sun, before the noise. Early mornings are holy. They're sacred spaces for serious people. People like you, people who want more, who want different, who want legacy. The alarm clock is not your enemy. It is your ally, your signal that it's time to rise, to build, to become. The bed may feel warm, but so does regret when your time has passed. Success is not an event, it is a series of choices. And every early morning is a choice. One step closer, one layer deeper. You are not weak, you are not lazy, you are capable. But capability must be activated. And there is no better switch than an early morning routine. It rewires your life, reconnects you with vision, reminds you who you are. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your fear. You are potential in progress, but only if you choose to rise, not once, but daily, until the sunrise becomes your identity. Do it tired, do it messy, do it anyway. No one ever regrets getting up for themselves. They regret staying down for too long. Think about your goals, your family, your dreams. They deserve a strong version of you, and strength is built in those lonely hours before the world awakens. The day belongs to the prepared. The mind belongs to the focused. The win belongs to the early. Be among the few, the brave, the different. Because different hours lead to different outcomes. Sleep won't change your story. Effort will effort in the morning, when it's hard, when it's quiet. Don't envy their success if you don't honor their sacrifice. And sacrifice begins with what you do at sunrise. 1 hour early for one life better. That's the trade, that's the truth. You were not born to repeat yesterday. You were born to create something new today. And that creation starts with a commitment. Wake up early and remind the world that you are not finished, that you are not ordinary, that you are still writing. The most successful people are not the loudest. They're the ones who rise in silence and let results speak. You don't need applause, you need action, you need courage, you need vision. And mornings are for visionaries. Write it down, speak it aloud, see it clearly. Your life is waiting for the bold version of you. And she wakes up early. He wakes up early. They rise with purpose. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself, I am ready. I will rise. I will lead. Even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. One step, one decision, one morning. You've got this. You've always had this. You just needed a reminder. The world needs your fire, your gift, your voice. But first, you must meet yourself in the morning, where your fears are quiet and your faith is loud. Don't wait to be pushed. Pull yourself up, forward, out of excuses. This is your sign. This is your day. This is your rise. Set the tone, set the standard, set the world on fire. But first, set your alarm and honor it. Because successful people don't just wake up early. They wake up intentional, grateful, unstoppable. So tomorrow, when it's dark, when it's cold, when it's quiet,